Please subscribe to the channel as only 9.8% of you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, thank you. Bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, Platinum Bricks 95, and we're back again with another Lego Marvel review. What I thought we'd do today is actually stick with the theme of Thor and go for the only Lego Thor Ragnarok set I actually own, and we're going to be reviewing that today. Now, I will say I still haven't seen Thor Love and Thunder, so again, I can't make any comments on that movie, but I will say that Thor Ragnarok is my favourite MCU movie. It's got everything that I want from a Marvel movie in it, and I personally, it's my personal favourite. So I may be a little biased towards this set, but there's things that are wrong with it, but it's not a perfect set, but it's definitely a good one. So the set we're actually looking at today is Lego set number 76084, The Ultimate Battle for Asgard. Now, when this came out, this was a £50 set in the UK, and I think I actually paid £50 for it, or £45 for it, but it did actually go out of production in 2018. So it's been out of production for coming up for 4 years now, so that's a long time. But again, I think I bought it just at the end of its cycle, so I think I paid about £45 or £50 for it. Also, on a side note, another reason that I wanted to take a look at this set today is to show you that the Thor Ragnarok sets are definitely better than the Love and Thunder sets. Now, everyone's got the Love and Thunder bug, and I figured because of my last sort of 2 review videos have been very sort of negative with the Lego Marvel Bionicles and the last Love and Thunder set, so I figured I'd definitely take a look at a set that I actually really enjoy today, and that is what this set is. And as per usual, babbled on for way too long, so we're going to get right into the review, starting with the minifigures. Let's go! Alright then guys, well here we are taking a look at the minifigures. Now I'm going to start by saying the minifigures are very good. Spoiler alert, we get a lovely selection of minifigures with this set here. We get 6 in total, and I think 5 of them are brilliant, 1 of them's okay, but that's it. Anyway, we'll take a look at the Berserker first. Now, this is obviously one of the Hell Beasts, or Berserkers as they're called, from the Thor Ragnarok movie, which I'll put a clip of in now. So yeah, I'm not going to know until I've edited this whether this is actually accurate to the movie, but I will say that regardless of that, it's a glorious looking minifigure. Look at the detailing on the headpiece and the chest piece. I mean, it really is beautiful, and it just does look menacing, which is nice. And now obviously not a lot of the time you get such a scary looking headpiece, and the green just works so well with the black. It blends in so nicely. Now, I will quickly pop the head off this fella so we can actually take the sort of little build that he's got on his... oh god, it's broken and dropped. Right, so this is a look at the back printing on the torso. Nothing too fancy, very similar to the front, but I'm quickly going to put him back together. 1 second. Ask me where the spike on his back's gone. I'll tell you, I don't know. It's on my floor somewhere. I can't find it anywhere, for God's sake. But yeah, anyway, you do actually get 2 of these minifigures in the set. Now, that is a bit disappointing, I guess, for some people. But when the minifigures are this good, and again, these 2 are exclusive to this set. You can only get these minifigures with this set. I'm not going to complain on the fact that you get 2 of them. It's very good, and I'm very happy with these minifigures. And again, I can't speak on movie accuracy because I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I will say that I don't think they actually do look like this, but anyway, they are just gorgeous. Alright then guys, well here we are taking a look at what I would call probably the most disappointing minifigure of the Lego set, and that is Bruce Banner. But I will straight away say that it's not a bad minifigure. And again, this is the first iteration of this Bruce Banner that we've actually got. So I'm not going to complain at all, because I do think it's just an okay minifigure, and it does kind of look like Bruce Banner. So, on a whole, not bad. Anyway, if we take a look, he's got a standard hairpiece, nothing fancy. A little jacket piece, it's nothing, again, it's just nothing too fancy. Little back printing, nothing too fancy. However, we will say that his dual moulded head is very good, because it does actually have him hulking out and have his green Hulk eyes. Now, I do think that's a very nice touch, and I do actually prefer to display him this way. So yeah, that is a nice little touch for Bruce Banner, and I really do actually like that. However, it is the worst minifigure from this set. But if this is the worst minifigure from this set, by God, there's some good minifigures in this set, and we're going to get into the next one right now. All right then, guys. Well, here we are looking at the next minifigure. Now, this is the very first version of Valkyrie we ever got. And I will straight away say it's very accurate to the movie. It's very nice. Now, I will say that the headpiece has since been reused, but this is the first iteration of Valkyrie. So I do think this is exclusive to this set. Now, no leg printing, which is a bit of a letdown, but the rest of her is absolutely gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of this sort of, you know, Mohican dreadlock hairpiece. I think it's very nice. Her face printing is absolutely exquisite. Again, no dual molded head because you'd be able to see it. Her torso is very accurate, but I will say the cloak is where it really shines. It's sort of like a jagged over the shoulder cloak, and I do really like that. Again, we do have some back printing on the torso. Nothing too fancy, but very good nonetheless. So I will just say that so far we've seen 4 out of the 6 minifigures, and they've all been very good. And they just keep getting better. Now, there is, again, no leg printing, which is a bit of a letdown. And she does come with her sword, which I can't remember the name of, but it is her Valkyrie sword. Anyway, a very good version of Valkyrie. All right then, guys. Well, on to the namesake of the movie. This is Thor Odinson, the God of Thunder, the wielder of Mjolnir, or I suppose not after this film. So yeah, anyway, this is Thor. Now, I will straight away start by saying he has an amazing helmet. I think it's really cool. I love the spikes. I love the sort of wing flares. I think it is very accurate to the helmet he wears when he fights Bruce Banner. I will say, though, he only wears that helmet when he fights the Hulk or Bruce Banner, not at this point. However, that's a minute detail that I'm picking on, and I'm just nitpicking, really. Anyway, taking a look at his head. Here we go. We take a look, and of course, he's got the classic new Thor with electric eyes. Ever since this movie where he properly unlocked his powers, he's had that headpiece. I won't lie, I'm getting a bit bored of it, but, you know, it is a very good headpiece, but we've just had a lot of them now. But again, this was one of the first ones to have it. Onto the torso and leg printing. Seamless. It is just seamless there. And I really am a big fan of that. Now, we actually get some very minor leg printing, but it is very minor, but leg printing nonetheless. So I'm not going to complain. And just take a look at his arm printing there. If you can get in focus, there you go. He does actually have arm printing down his arms, which I do actually really like. Well, one of his arms anyway, which I really do like. He's got a very thin cloak, which is very thin fabric, but again, it is accurate to the movie. This is a very movie accurate minifigure. Now, he does have minor back printing again, like most minifigures these days, or Marvel minifigures anyway. He does have some minor back printing. But, on a whole, this minifigure is absolutely gorgeous. And again, 10 out of 10 for movie accuracy. Not necessarily from this scene in the movie, but in terms of how he looks at one point in the movie, this is about as accurate as it gets. Now, we're going to move on to the last minifigure, and probably my favourite, if not definitely in my top 3 or top 5 favourite Marvel minifigures of all time. Let's get it. All right then, guys. Here we have Hela, or
I'm the goddess of death.
And this is one of my favourite minifigures ever. I'm firstly going to say I think it is enhanced by the fact that she's got her very own build here that she stands on, and it ties in so nicely with her, you know, with what she looks like as a minifigure, and the colour scheme's bang on. So I do think I'm a bit biased here. However, I'm going to take the stand off and we'll take a little bit of a closer look at her. Now, obviously, we're going to start with the gorgeous helmet. Let's just take a look at the detail on that. When we talk about movie accurate, that's about as accurate as it gets. That is amazing. Now, it does completely go round here, and even from the back, it looks awesome as well, doesn't it? It's just an amazing, amazing headpiece. And again, ties in so well with her character and the whole look of the minifigure. So yeah, a really, really good headpiece. And again, crazy movie accurate. Onto her head, she does have a dual molded head. That obviously ties in very nicely with her headpiece, like I just showed you. However, on the back, we do actually get just a normal face of her, again, like she does in the movie. However, I don't believe you get a spare wig for her, so she does actually have to turn her head round like that and actually wear it with her helmet, which doesn't actually look as good, but again, it still works. So I'm not going to complain at all about that. I will just turn her back round because I prefer her that way. Anyway, onto her cloak. I know it's just a normal cloak, but I'm a huge fan of the colour. I think it's really nice. Now, onto the torso. I mean, the only letdown of this minifigure is probably that it doesn't have leg printing, because the torso, I'm going to have to take her axe and her sword off because it's getting in the light. Her torso is amazing. That is an amazing printed torso. It's so accurate to the movie. I love the fact that you've even left sort of parts of her sort of shoulder exposed like she has in the movie, which I think is really cool. And again, onto the back printing, some minute back printing. I say minute, it's actually very, very good back printing. So yeah, her torso is amazing. Now, again, I did just say that the little bit of the letdown is she doesn't have leg printing. However, in the scheme of things, that's not really a big concern when it comes to this minifigure because she stands on this anyway. Now, I'm going to put her on there and I just want you to take a look at how good this minifigure is. I mean, this is top 5 definitely. Top 3, it may even be my favourite. I am going to do a video on my favourite Marvel minifigures soon, but this one will definitely be featured in that. So yeah, what an amazing minifigure. Alright then guys, well that was a look at the amazing minifigures from this set. Yeah, all in all, amazing minifigures, amazing film, what can I say? But anyway, on to the builds now, and we've got the wolf Fenrir to take a look at, and also the Grandmaster's ship as well. So, let's get right into them. Alright then guys, well here we are taking a look at Fenrir. Now I will start by saying this and Bruce Banner are probably the most disappointing parts of this set, even though they're still very, very good. I will start by saying, from the front, I think this looks amazing. I think it's very accurate. I'm a huge fan of the way the head comes together. I love the use of the lime green glow-in-the-dark pieces for his eyes. I think that's amazing. However, my problem is when it comes to the back here, I just think his legs don't look very good. They're too short. I also don't like his tail. But on a whole, I think this is a very nice build. Now, we've had better wolf builds in the past with Creator 3-in-1 sets, but for a Thor and Marvel set, I do think is not terrible. Like, I do like these front legs here. I like the fact the shoulders sort of reach above his body like it does in the movie. And I love the fact that everything's symmetrical. I love some symmetry. I really do. However, and I love also, I will say, they're all very flexible. Like, his legs do move forwards, backwards. His feet move as well. They sort of come out. All right, they're blocked a little bit, but that's fine. You can sort of see he can splay out like a frog or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I will say that I am a huge, huge fan of the playability of this. Again, like I said, I said I didn't like the way it looks at the back. That's all. That's my only problem with this, because on a whole, I think it's very good. And actually, if I just get Bruce Banner for comparison, you can actually see, like, it's pretty accurate in terms of size in the movie. Like, it is the right sort of size. So I do really like that. Now, one of my only other problems is the use of grey here. I feel like this should have been black, maybe a touch of dark grey, but no light grey. I just think I know they like to break the colour up when it comes to Lego sets, but I genuinely think that, to be honest, I would have preferred him to be much darker and use just dark grey here or black there. That would have been cool. Maybe some more brown. As you can see, he's sort of got a few brown bits under here. which is very nice. Now, again, his head doesn't move up, but it does move down and sort of left and right a little bit, and can spin the whole way around if you get it at the right angle. So it is pretty cool. And also his ears do move as well, even though I don't like to move them. They do actually move. It's weird because from here he kind of looks like a rhinoceros, but it is meant to be a wolf. And from the side, I feel like actually, in terms of the way it looks, apart from the back, because I don't like it, I do think it's quite accurate, and I do think it does look like a wolf. I think it's very good. However, the colouring is just not for me, and the way it looks from the back is just not for me. Anyway, that was a look at Fenrir. Let's get on to the main part of this build, the Grandmaster's ship. Alright then guys, well this is the Grandmaster's ship, and you know what happens now.
It's my birthday!
It's his birthday, he can't help it, leave him alone. Anyway, this is the Grandmaster's ship. Now, I'm going to start by saying aesthetically, it's absolutely gorgeous. I am a huge fan of the colour scheme, the black, yellow and red. It really does remind me of Dr. Robotnik. And the size of this thing is pretty big. It's no small little ship. It is pretty big. Now, you do get a sort of cockpit, which does unfortunately only sit one person. And you do get a little flap back here for, well, I'm not entirely sure what for, but it's still pretty cool. And of course you get the stud shooter guns. Even though it says in the movie this ship doesn't have guns, I'm not going to complain about the toy version of it having something to fire. Now, I will say these are stickers here. The stickers you're seeing around here, these are not printed pieces. However, I do actually think they're not bad stickers. They're not bad. They actually look very, very good and do add to the overall look of this build. Now, I'm just going to quickly flip it over so you can see the play feature here. Now, I will just show you with Bruce Banner, because that's obviously who it's meant to be. It sort of represents the scene where he gets kicked out of the ship and tries to take on Fenrir by himself. So he clips onto two studs down there, and then you have this button up here, and you press that, and bang, he falls out, which I do think is a very cool, and again, movie accurate play feature. Now, I will say about this whole set as a whole, it's so movie accurate so far, so I'm really happy with it. However, this Grandmaster ship is very nice. My complaint would be that I can't get more than one person in, but again, for a £50 set, you've seen everything that you get. It's a very small complaint. And again, I just love the shaping of it. I love the way it sits. I will just quickly pick up the camera so I can show you. It sits nice. It spins nice. And again, as you can see underneath, it's got loads of these sort of, well, 2x2 circular pieces. So it does sit on very nicely like that. And again, the colouring and aesthetically, it's just good. It's just what you want to see from a Lego Marvel set. Bright colours and just accurate. Movie accurate. Alright then guys, well that was my review and closer look at Lego set number 76084, the ultimate battle for Asgard. Now we're going to get into the outro and the rating out of 10. So yeah, we will get into that, but let's just take a moment. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful everything in this set is. Ignore the fact that this won't sit flat on my desk and still fit in the shot. Let's ignore that. Let's just take a look at this glorious set. £50 it was when it came out, and I paid either 45 or 50 for it, and I can't knock the price. I just think it's glorious. But yeah, I'm waffling at this point. I absolutely love this set. So yeah, let's get right into the outro and rating. Let's go there now. Alright then guys, well that was my review and sort of closer look at this Lego set. I'm going to give you some pros and cons now, and I'm going to start with the cons because there's literally two of them. The first one is the look of Fenrir, or the wolf, is a bit disappointing, and the Bruce Banner minifigure is a bit disappointing. The other con, which is a much bigger one, and is something that I haven't really mentioned yet, is how much you will actually pay for this set now. Now, I looked on eBay this morning, and there was luckily an unboxed full version of this set going for £42, which is an amazing price, and I would advise everyone to pick it up. I checked an hour later and it was gone, because it will get snapped up like that. It had only been listed for about an hour and it was gone. Okay, so here is how much this set normally costs. Unboxed, you're looking at still paying over retail, or retail or over retail, and it can also be incomplete. I've seen incomplete versions of this listed for about £50. Okay, however, if you want a boxed version, you're looking at around £70. Now, I don't like this. I'm not a fan of the inflation that happens to Lego, but with this set, it has inflated, which is a real downside for anyone who hasn't got this set and is looking to pick it up. However, on that, I will say, definitely pick this up. If you can find it unboxed for a reasonable price, go out and get it straight away. Anyway, on to the pros. So, the first pro I want to talk about is Bruce Banner, and I'm going to let him off it anyway because he's the first version of that Bruce Banner we've got. The minifigures are astounding. They really are. Like I said, you've seen during the review how much I think of them, how much high praise I heap on this beautiful Hela minifigure, probably my favourite Lego Marvel minifigure. Just amazing, and all of these minifigures, again excluding Bruce Banner, are very, very good. So yeah, an amazing selection of minifigures. The next pro is definitely the Grandmaster's ship. I mean, apart from the guns, which, you know, have to be there because it's a Lego toy, it's got to be able to fire at the wall. It's so accurate, and it just really is an amazing build, and it does look really, really cool. Another pro of this set is definitely the playability of this set. As you saw, the playability of the ship, it's got loads of compartments you can open. It can drop the Bruce Banner out the bottom, or Thor, or any of the minifigures. It's also got a place for one pilot to sit, which is a bit of a letdown, but you know, it is what it is. The Wolf, don't knock Hela over. The Wolf has lots of functionality, lots of playability, can be posed in loads of different places. It's just, I don't like the way the legs at the back look, or the back looks really. That's my only gripe, but that's my gripe. You might really like it. So, yeah, one of the pros is definitely the playability. The final pro I'll say is, apart from the back of the Wolf, which I keep mentioning for some reason, the back of the Wolf, aesthetically, it's a beautiful, beautiful set. And again, I know now it's more money, but £50 for this set is bang on, I think, for when it retailed. I really do think it's worth the money that you would have paid for it when it came out. All right then, guys. Well, on to the rating out of 10 now. Now, I've been deliberating with 2 scores, and I already had a score in my mind before I even filmed this video because I knew how much I like this set. However, since reviewing, I allowed room for it to go either way, and it has actually gone up. But I'm going to give this set I think I'm going to give this set a 9 out of 10. Now, an argument could be made for a 10 out of 10, but because of personal choices, and definitely, I know I'm being very picky, but I don't like the back end of this Wolf, and I do not like the colour scheme, and that is the only thing that let it down, and how much you have to pay for it now, because I can't, like I said, I'll go out and buy this set, really go out and buy this set if you can find it for a reasonable price. But if you're looking for a boxed version of it, I can't advise you spending £70 on it. I really can't. But if you're not fussed about having a box and you want a great set with lots of playability and that looks amazing, comes with really cool minifigures, buy this set. All right then, guys. Well, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment and subscribe. I appreciate all of the interactivity I have with you guys. Also, I want to give a big shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining the channel and coming on this journey with me. I appreciate all the support so much. Get down in the comments, guys, and let me know if you've got this set or what you think of it. And if you think I'm being a bit biased or if you agree with my rating or not, get down in the comments and let me know. Also, if you could check out my Instagram, it will be linked down in the description below. It's just photos of my Lego Marvel collection. Drop it a follow if you want to. All right then, guys. Well, that is completely the end of the video. And yeah, all that's left to say is thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.